Hello folks, Master Pat Hancock here again with Awakening Chi. We're going to have a little bit more detailed session this time and a much cleaner video because Tim Rader is helping me video today. I'm not on my own. So let's start with talking about the stance and the preparation for getting into a proper stance. So take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, unlock your knees, sink your shoulders, release your fingers, and adjust your pelvis just forward and back a little bit to where you feel the center of your feet, the soles of your feet connecting to the floor. Let's relax into a couple of breaths. I'm going to take you through a little bit of meditation, relaxation to begin with, and I recommend that you pause the video after we finish the meditation part and then continue on with the other exercises. Or maybe go through all the other exercises and then at the end do more standing and relaxing. So another nice deep breath, sink into your stance. Feel your chest relax as you breathe out, your shoulders drop. Think a little bit more each time you exhale about relaxing a little bit more deeply. So one easy practice, meditation practice you can do is when you breathe in, you can imagine energy rising up your spine to the top of your head. And as you breathe out, bring it through to your forehead and down the front center line of your body. Then on the inhalation, back up your spine. On the exhalation, all the way down the front of your body to your bottom point, your root point. So I recommend starting with 5 minutes, maybe increasing to 10, 15 minutes, really making sure you take the time to relax. And it might be better to do that after we've done the sequence of exercises to have you in just a better state for meditation. So let's start with our shoulders again. Turn. Lift your shoulder gently, just a little easy turn to start. And we're slowly going to be warming up. And as you start to warm up, you can go into larger motions. And then we can start winding down back into smaller motions. And don't forget about the power of putting a smile on your face and how that helps to increase your endorphins. Now we're going to go into hip circles. You can start with your hands on your hips if you like to get the motion started. Try to keep your torso upright, keeping your chin up. And letting your arms hang freely by your side. When you do this, we'll change a little bit the way this feels in your back and the muscles on either side of your spine. And now let's change directions. Stop, take a nice deep breath, and exhale. Sink a little more deeply, shake out your arms, kick out your feet. The shaking, the bouncing, the kicking really helps to break the bands of tension through your body. So we'll repeat this after some of the exercises as we go through this practice. Take another breath, sink into your stance. Now let's start with some arm rotations. Rotate your palms out. Turn your palms forward. And slowly let your arms rise up as you do this. Lift your fingers towards the ceiling, press your palms out. Take your fingers towards the floor, pull your fingers back towards your body. Take your fingers back, stretch back a little bit. Bring your hands up and pull your hands back as if you're taking them behind your shoulders. Now lace your fingers together, take a nice breath in, and press forward and round your back. Exhale. You can shift your hips a little bit from side to side and feel that stretch vary in your back as you do this. Bring your arms up, take a breath in, turn to the side and exhale. Take a breath in as you change sides. Exhale into the stretch. Again, breathe in, breathe out. Take a breath in and exhale again. And now let your arms down. Shake them out. After you've had your arms over your head, your shoulders might get a little tight, so shake that out. Shake out your arms. Take another breath. Sink and relax. Remember, unlocking your knees, shifting your pelvis slightly to where you feel a nice, balanced connection to the floor. Now, let's lift our arms. You can widen your stance a little bit. Let your arms drift down. Inhale on the way up. Exhale as your arms drift down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. On this one, put your palms towards the ceiling. Lean back gently. Exhale. Come up. Take a breath in. Exhale as your arms drift down. Inhale as they drift up. Exhale down. Relaxing. On this one, as your arms come down with a flat back, hinge forward, touch your fingers to your thumbs, bring your arms up behind, and hinge forward into a nice stretch. Exhale. Start breathing naturally. Shift your weight from one leg to the other to vary the stretch. Shift forward and back on one side. Shift your weight over, forward and back on the other. And now shift around into some easy circles. And we'll do 3 each direction. Let's change. And drop your arms. Come up, crossing your arms, taking a breath in. And lean back a little bit, again, gently. Come forward. This time, just let your arms come down, and let's do a standing forward bend. Bring your chin down and round your spine slowly as you come forward, letting your fingers go towards the floor. And only as far as you can go comfortably. Once you get down into the stretch, again, shift around a little bit, a few circles each way. And we're going to come up slowly, straightening our spine from the bottom up, as if we're just stacking our vertebrae one at a time, back over top of each other. Bring your chin up to finish. Shake it out a little bit. Let's step into a wider stance and we'll do some twisting. So you want to just let your arms be loose and start turning your waist. That's going to control the movement of your arms. So as you turn, let your arms go. And they should come around and just touch softly into your body. Remember to keep a slight bend in your knees for this one. And slowly come to a stop. Step back to shoulder width, take a breath. And sink your shoulders, unlock your knees. Settle into your stance. Now let's do a gentle warm up for our necks. So take your head around in an easy circle. Change directions. Face forward, take a breath in, and turn to the side, exhale. Glance over your shoulder. And remember to be easy, take a breath in, turn to the other side. Let's do this again, to each side a few times. And exhaling into the stretch is going to help your body relax. Face forward. Let your chin come down towards your chest. Just let your head hang gently. Breathe in and out, relaxing as you exhale. Bring your chin up, glance up towards the ceiling. Bring your chin back down towards your chest. And let your head roll a little bit from one side to the other. And you'll feel that increase the stretch inside of your neck. So just back off a little bit once you feel that stretch. And if you continue to do this slowly, you'll develop more flexibility. Bring your chin up. Roll both shoulders. Shake it out a little bit. And now we're going to do a warm up for our knees and ankles. So you can rub your hands.
Rub that warmth into your knee. Do the same for both knees. Bring your feet and your knees close together. With your hands on your knees, you're going to make small circles, no wider than your feet, with your knees. Change directions.
And now come up, touch your toes with one foot to the floor, circle them around, circle your ankle around. And you can do this touching the floor, or you can balance and move your ankle around. And either way is beneficial. Change feet, circle the other foot. And change directions. Shake that out. Now, we're going to get into our stance that we're going to be using through the next few breathing exercises. So you're going to turn your back foot to about a 45-degree angle, and you're going to ease your other foot out, and you want a little bit of space. You want your feet about as wide as your shoulders in your stance so that you're nice and balanced. Sit back, take a nice, good breath in. Bring your hands around and turn your palms towards each other. This exercise, it's Qigong. It's called needle and sea bottom. Take a nice deep breath, and you're going to exhale, hinging forward, taking your fingers down towards either side of your foot. Take it down until you feel a nice stretch in the back of your leg, and pause. And bring your arms, your hands forward and up, inhaling. And we're going to exhale on the way down. Feel the stretch, pause in the stretch, exhale completely, and inhale coming up. And one more on this side. And let's change feet. Remember, back foot 45 degrees, front foot straight ahead. Nice breath in and hinge forward into the stretch. And pause, feel the stretch. Bring your hands forward and up, inhaling. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. And one more on this side. Nice exhalation. And inhale up. And slowly lower your hands. We're going to do a little warm up for our quadriceps before we go into the final breathing exercises. So an easy way to do this is bringing the opposite hand as leg up. So you can lift your left hand and kick your right heel up towards your bottom and alternate sides. And you should feel that in your quadriceps, your thighs, warming them up, stretching them a little bit. And for those of you with good balance, if you like, you can grab hold of your ankle and do this stretch, but keep your knee in towards your other knee and pull up. So you can do that stretch for your quads either way. Let's shake it out a little bit. And now we're gonna stand, sink back into your stance. I'm going to talk you into a little bit of a deeper relaxation. place. So turn your palms towards each other. Bring your chin up. Sink your shoulders. Unlock your knees. Let's relax into a few breaths. So these positions are meant to help you to start to recognize what chi feels like. Chi is the energy that animates all life. We all have it, all plants and animals have it. So tension blocks the flow of chi. When you can really get into a deeply relaxed state, you might feel a little bit of a pulse, tingling, maybe warmth in your hands. So we're going to talk through this a little bit. The knees are bent, adjust your pelvis a little bit back and forth. Relax deeply into your breathing. Now bring your attention to the center of your right palm and imagine that there's a small ball touching the center of your right palm. Once you get some kind of sensation there, just think about now, without moving your hands, sending it over into your left palm. And as you bring your thought there, that moves your energy there. So your mind guides where your chi goes. Once you get the sensation in your left, send it back over into your right. And the timing will be different for all of us, so in your own time, take it from one hand to the other. If you like, you can gently close your eyes and just think from one palm to the other and see if you don't start to feel a little sensation. And if you don't, you will in time, so continue to practice. Let's start to imagine that we have a big ball between our palms, like a big warm beach ball. And pay attention to your breathing. When you breathe in, feel your lungs fill in all directions. And as your lungs fill, you may notice a little bit of pressure on your hands, as if that ball is filling up at the same time you're filling your lungs. Relax very deeply into this. You'll get more and more sensation. And this is something that you're going to want to take more time with than what we're going to allow on the video. The more you practice, the stronger it'll feel, the better you'll feel. Let's take it a little bit further. You feel something between your hands. Start to think about your arms. Still thinking about your breathing. Let's take it a little bit further. Let's go to feeling the surface of our bodies, the skin, and think about the respiration through the pores in your skin, as well as breathing in and out through your nose. Again, you can gently close your eyes as you breathe in. Think about breathing through the pores, your whole body. So let's keep that connection between our arms and that sensation as much as we can in our whole body, and step back into our stance for our breathing exercises. Shift around a little bit. Make sure you're feeling balanced, because if you're off balance, you'll be holding tension and that'll block the flow of energy. So we're going to shift back and take a breath in. And as you shift forward, your hands are going to point towards a space about 6 feet out in front of you on the floor. And lift your arms up and use your shift back to bring your arms back in. So we're going to be exhaling forward, and think about the legs pushing your arms forward. They're just drifting, and your legs are helping them shift back as you inhale. Think about a whole body connection here. Everything is together. And also think about the force as you push forward, going up your leg, up your spine, all the way out into your fingertips. And it's settling back down into your feet as you shift back. Again, we're exhaling forward, inhaling back. And pay attention to not leaning forward or back. When you go back, you kind of sit back over your back heel. You come forward, push off the ball of your foot a little bit to keep you from going too far. And we're going to try to make a smooth transition from one side to the other on our next shift back. So as you shift back, keep the connection between your hands. Turn your foot to 45 degrees. Use your foot forward. Exhaling as you go forward into the stretch. And as you get used to this movement, it'll feel better. And you'll be able to focus more on like the whole surface of your body, particularly the feeling between your palms. Think about that respiration through your entire body. And we're going to do one more on this side. As you step back to shoulder width, lift your arms straight up over your shoulders. Nice breath in, fold your palms down. And imagine that you're taking the energy from your hands into the top of your head as you slowly lower your hands. Bring your hands forward. And think about bringing that energy down through your face, through your whole head, your neck, down through your torso, your shoulders, your arms. And as your hands pass your navel, turn your palms towards your center of energy that's 3 inches below your navel. And imagine a connection between the center of your palms and your center of energy. Hold that briefly. And as you release your hands, think about the energy now going down through your legs, your thighs, through your knees, all the way down into your feet. Let's repeat this. Sweep your arms up. Nice breath in. Fold your palms down. And just breathe naturally as you bring that energy slowly down through your body, like a nice warm wave, healing energy coming down through your whole body as your hands pass. And again, the connection to your center of energy, to the center of your palms. Release your hands, let the energy go down your legs, through your knees, to your feet. And let's stand and breathe a little bit. You can have your palms facing towards each other. And keep taking the time to relax more deeply. There's no end to how far you can go into relaxing. So we're going to finish with a little rub down. Rub your hands together. Rub over your head a few times. Gently over your face. A few times up and over your ears. Kind of pressing your palms to your ears. Bring your hands over your torso, over your arms, rub your belly. Take your hands, press firmly down your legs a few times. Brush off. Shake out vigorously. Take a nice deep breath. Unlock your knees. You can let your arms just rest by your side, but let your palms face towards each other. You can gently close your eyes. And again, just think about the entire surface of your body. As you breathe in, think about breathing in not only through your nose, but all your pores. And again, I recommend standing like this for several minutes. And thank you for joining us in Awakening Chi again. We'll be bringing you more videos. Details in Tai Chi will be coming next. And some Xing Yi moves for those students that are starting to study Xing Yi. Stay healthy.